I would stick to B. And I also think if you see the great potential in the product, like you mentioned, you're still going to get quite a large share, right? If there is that approval, 120 million overall is what I read in the documentation. That's still a huge payout for you guys. So curious what you would say to that.
20 million upfront payment. It's I don't know if you guys know that cash flow is very important to a large company, to a well operation company. Sorry, we just really can't to guarantee the 20 million upfront payment.
So we were thinking about your offer, and we anticipated that perhaps there would be sort of a cash flow issue.
Thank you.
And like I said, we do have confidence in your company, which is why we're here. We're sitting with you because we know and we trust and believe that you're competent and capable of pushing this through the FDA. And to show that confidence, we're willing to take less upfront to get more on the back end. So we're going off script a little bit, and we're going to do, Dr. Hassan, what did you want to present?
Yeah, so considering what you said, I'd like to get your feedback on this. We'd be willing to take kind of an amalgamation of package D and E here. So what I'm proposing is, okay, if you're okay with you mentioned D earlier, 17 million upfront, but we want to change the bonus for FDA approval. And we want to take that up to 23 million. I don't want to speak for Ms. Massey. Sorry, go on.
No,
49.
I think we're
That's $49.5 million.
49.5 million.
Yes.
But zero up front.
Yes.
So I don't think I need to take a break here. And listen, while I am fully confident these things can happen, right? And if for some reason in that 40% chance, which is pretty close to 50-50 that something doesn't happen, that kind of deal is just not going to work for us.
We have no problem with you making a profit. We actually encourage it. I think that's the beauty of business. But we also have to be fair. And if we're all on the same page and we're all equally invested, I think that's where we would feel is fair.
Once we get the approval, and that means we could create more value for your treatment, and in that case you would get the bonus, and the bonus is, if say the bonus is $30 million, that's basically three times of your upfront payment. And in that day, imagine you receive $30 million in a day, in just one day.
We understand.
Totally.
It's a process. The FDA approval process can take a ridiculous amount of time, and we have to keep the lights on in the meantime.
So what? 13.5 upfront payment.
Oh, 13.5. Okay.
And the $30
Okay,
million
and then 30.
bonus.
So I feel like we're splitting hairs a little bit here. The cash flow problem we tried to address with the 3 million concession up front. I'm just a little confused as to why you presented option D initially to negotiate over, and now that we've gone back to option D, it's become a cash flow issue. So to be honest, I'm personally getting a little worried. I might be on the same page as Miss Massey here. I don't know if it's going to be a good fit. If it's a case that we have to keep notching down on the price that we're receiving up front, just because we came into this thinking that these packages were offered for a reason. The way I see it is, even in the worst case scenario adjusted, right, only a 10% chance of getting that FDA approval. you're still getting a contract value of 11.5 million. If we leave the table, that's nothing. But the fact of the matter is, your expected value is 0 if we don't do the conversation here. Our expected value, if we don't do the deal, is 20 million. So I feel like it's more than fair.
Okay, then go for the 20 million all cash offer. I'm so sorry. And unfortunately, 1717 is the best offer that we can provide.
We appreciate your time, and we respect it. I mean, we completely understand. And like I said, 24 hours we'll be signing the other deal. So if anybody's able to, give you some little bit more flexibility and freedom with your offer, we'd gladly listen. Our opinion of you and your company hasn't changed, and we wish you the best in this and all of your endeavors.